Hello and welcome, it's Nick here from Nick's News and Reviews, and as you can see we're looking at the Xenon on the Commodore Amiga, produced in 1988, a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up developed and published by the Bitmap Brothers, more famous for Speedball 1 and Speedball 2 and Cadaver, just to name a few. Yes, so this is a vertical shoot 'em up. I prefer the sequel, the Xenon 2 Mega Blast, but we'll start with this one. I'll probably review the sequel straight after. You can control either, well, switch between the two. This tank looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon, and a fighter. You can select which one you want to do. Sometimes it automatically switches you without any choice, but it's fairly straightforward here. Blow everything up, that's the name of the game. It's also come out on the Atari ST, the PC, the ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, and the MSE. And like all shoot 'em ups, you'll see there's power-ups that come up for rapid fire and increased firepower. Now, in this game, the idea is, or the story behind it, is the player assumes the role of Darrian, a future space pilot called into action by a Mayday report from the Superior on a nebula space station. Well, of course. The colonies of mankind apparently have been under attack by mysterious and violent aliens called Xenites, and it's finally time for Darrian to engage them. I.e. kick ass, kick butt. I'm not sure there's going to be much butt kicking when I'm playing the game. But good music on this one. You see I've just collected a power up there for increased firepower. But good music on this one. Stands up to the other similar games that are around at the time, Flying Fox and 1942 and 1943. I think this is better than those two. As I say, when you see my review of the Xenon 2 Mega Blast, when I put that up, that kicks this firmly into touch by light years. But yeah, I'm not very good at this game, as you can see. The graphics are okay. The music really makes this game for me. But pretty standard stuff, really. But the Bitmap Brothers are pretty cool. I couldn't really put a foot wrong. You can tell Bitmap Brothers games because the graphics all look fairly similar. They tend to have a lot of these metallic greys about them. Right, I'll fix this tank now and shoot these ladybird things, whatever they are. But they're Xenites, whatever these aliens may be. What is a Xenite? Quite often with aliens, they got a Z or an X in their name to make them seem more mysterious. But this terrain looks a bit metallic. We've got blue bolted tiles on the floor. I don't know what's best, whether this tank or the starship is the better one. I do not know. As I said, come out in 1988, so good for the time. Fly around here. You can have one or two players on this game as well. Probably easier with two players, to be honest. Music's a bit jarring, but wait till you hear the theme music on the sequel. Now that just blasts everything away, worth playing for the music on its own. So I don't know, this hero Darrian, you never get to see him. With a lot of these games, the Earth is under attack by something, normally aliens, trying to destroy everything. And every time, instead of sending a fleet in, we just send one bloke who's got a rather amusing name. This time it's Darrian. Maybe a nuclear missile would have been better, but the military know best. They've done this so many times before, so just send in one guy, he knows what to do, what could possibly go wrong. You see on the right there, it's showing what power-ups I have. A bit above it, that F stands for my, well, it's supposed to mean fuel, but it's my energy, so that goes down every time I take a hit. If it goes down to 0, of course, I'm done for. On the top right, you see my score. 13950, that's pretty impressive. And that's Cobra, not impressive at all. But quite a lot of things going on in the game. Speed is sort of okay, really. Music gets a bit jarring after a while, but yes. So these ships seem to have unlimited ammo, so that's not a problem, as I've kept another power up. But that's giving me rapid. Oh, that's giving me this ultimate fire. Missiles everywhere. I don't know who designed this ship, but it can hold quite a lot of missiles and guns and stuff. It doesn't overheat. So probably a pretty good invention. I hope whoever designed that ship got a knighthood. I'll pick that up as the tank. Let's take off again. By pressing spacebar, you can alternate between the two. On certain bits of the game, it defaults to what you are, the tank or the plane. You've got much control. Now, I think an end of level baddie's coming up now. I can sense it, and I probably won't beat them. Oh god, yeah, there we go. So it's defaulted just to the tank, and this thing, whatever it may be, has come down. And I don't know how to destroy him. It's probably a secret. Like shoot one part of it and it explodes. But I'm probably not going to see much further than this. This is pretty much the gameplay. It doesn't vary too much from level to level. Colours slightly change, but you pretty much got the game. We won't play too many levels on this. We won't dwell on it too much, because pretty much you've seen all of it. Yes, and that's the end of me. That is the end of me. Well, shall we have one more go at it? Xenon. I like a game with the letter X in it. Very metallic. Bitmap Brothers. Don't know what they're doing nowadays, but I think we might have another go at this. See if we can get off level 1, or at least show you some more gameplay. Music by Dave Whittaker. Don't know what else he went on to after this. But as I say, it's a fairly fun game for its time. There are a lot of worse types to it. Works good when you see it along with Xenon 2, the sequel. It's a good start for them, the Bitmap Brothers. Yes, so let's go off again. My Millennium Falcon side tank, like, it flies all the way back from the end. I don't know the point of that bit here, but whoever that guy is, he's told us what level 1 is. Do you know who he is? If so, put a comment below. Or maybe if it is you, maybe put 2 comments in a row. Or maybe do a false claim saying it's you when it isn't really, because at that stage you must have been about 5. Comments are good. Comments are good. I like seeing the comments. Reply to nearly all of them. Unfortunately, though, if you're not a member of Google Plus, it's not that I'm being rude not answering you, but they make it I think impossible unless you've got your Google Plus account activated with the comment system now as it is. Right, Darrian's flying round, kills that. You get similarities in the baddies in these games, like these spinning turrets. A lot of these 2D shooters have those. Seems like a standard thing that you need. I presume they designed this game with cut and paste. They designed all the baddies and cut and pasted them where they were. That would make sense with this tile background. They look very cut and paste. I don't know how many Bitmap Brothers there were, but their mother, Mrs. Bitmap, and father, Mr. Bitmap, must have been very proud. They've done well with this. Don't know if they made millions. But yeah, computer gaming was just developing here. Just come up from the 8-bit computers, and then arriving at 16-bit. Nowhere near where we are at the moment, of course. Games have advanced exponentially. But this is a bit outside designing it in your bedroom. There were proper companies at this point. Right, how am I doing? About the same as last time, I think. But yeah, come back to this one every now and again. Quite interesting. One of the better 2D shooters of the early era. The sequel, of course, very interesting move, the sequel, Mega Blast. You're fighting under the water. It's got a very underwater feel about it, and I think that was a stroke of genius. Because with these games, you're looking for originality, and it's quite easy to make them all look the same. See, now the end of level baddie, if I could keep this ship, I'd probably kick his butt, but I'm just going to turn into a tank. I'm going to lose all my special powers, I believe. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll let me keep them. It hasn't. Right. I mean, that's a terrible military move there. We had a spaceship that would fire all manner of things, and we ditched it for this slow-moving Millennium Falcon-shaped tank that can fire. It looks like paper clips. It's not going to beat this bug thing. We're dead. Right, don't we have to go back all the way to the beginning? I can give you a cast iron guarantee. That's rare in my games that I'm not going to beat this level 1. But you're seeing the gameplay, aren't you? I think you've got the gist of how it works. If you've never played this game, worth a download or a purchase if you can find it. It's a pure nostalgia fest, really. If I'd been born 4 years ago, I never would play this. But nostalgia has a big link to whether you think a game's good or bad. Kids of today probably won't like this that much, because there's so much better on offer, and then nostalgia's starting from a later point. Yeah, and I do like these turrets in games. Always put a lot of them in. Right, so I think I'm on maximum power here with laser blast missiles all over the shop. Are we going to beat this thing at the end? I think you already know the answer to that. The answer to that is no. Yes. It's going to turn up any second now and kill me. Yep, that was probably my most pathetic go so far. Yeah, that was pretty pathetic. Painful to watch, painful to play. Actually, that's a lie. Actually, it's not too bad to play this one. Just that nowadays there's a lot better examples out there. But yeah, I give this a thumbs up. Xenon, it works. It's got a good name. It's got good music. Right, collect all these power-ups. It's a damn shame I can't use these special powers on the end of level baddie. I don't like that at all. But only because my skill isn't that good. If it was, I'd probably love it. Formations coming in. Not too much of a problem. Yeah, you certainly do fire a lot of stuff here, so I don't know what the budget is of this military. Probably been better off not giving it all to Darrian, because quite clearly he's useless. They should have given it to a few other pilots, really. Maybe Dan Dare, Han Solo, that guy at a Top Gun. Probably would have been better, really. Or Iron Man. But Darrian, not a very good choice, really. I think the human race is going to come to regret this one. And the Xenites are going to take over the whole world. But they can have it, to be honest. We've pretty much mucked it up. Global warming and rubbish and toxic waste. We're better off with a different planet, really. We'll just do a clean swap, maybe start again on Mars, muck that up from scratch. We probably started on Venus, that's why that's in such a big problem at the moment, and move here. But anyway, I seem to be putting up a bit of fight with this creature this time. He doesn't seem to be smoking or having any problems, and I'm dead again. Well, folks, that was Xenon on the Commodore Amiga from 1988. Hope you enjoyed that bit of gameplay. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.